things like kind of the linear deployment of logic, that, in other words, what is good in the short term is also good in the long term.
Yes.
Okay, which arises, I think, from the model of the world as a machine, as a mechanical device. You know, there are things in a complex system you should actually kind of de-optimize, e.g. building buffers into a system, for example. A second one would be that by optimizing the parts, you will automatically optimize the whole. That you can effectively solve problems by splitting them into their component parts and solving each. There are things I call Sudoku problems, and I call them Sudoku problems because you can only solve a Sudoku by looking at the whole grid. There's no division of labor possible with a Sudoku by chopping the Sudoku into 9 squares, handing them to separate people to solve, and then fitting it all back together again. It doesn't work because the things are interdependent.
Yeah.
Okay. And probably also a belief in kind of tendency to equilibrium. Whereas anybody who studied evolutionary biology, or indeed any of the biological sciences, ecology for that matter, knows that there are effectively, there is always the potential in complex systems for Fisherian runaway.
Yes.
And that things actually, things will actually depart from equilibrium quite rapidly. And that the process over time is absolutely not a straight line. It's, you know, lots of these things might be sigmoid curves and so on. And another one is the belief in averaging as a useful vehicle. So there are quite a lot of, when you actually dig down into neoliberal economics, for example, which is really a reductionist project, you realize that the assumptions on which it rests are incredibly many. And it's unbelievably likely, except in special circumstances in the physical sciences, it's extremely unlikely that all these conditions are met.